All right, let's talk a little bit about the science behind the culture current. Now, according to Dr. Gordon Neufeld, the relationship between leader and team member is very critical. When there's what he calls in attachment science, some sort of a bond, a relational bond created by valuing, people naturally follow. We naturally follow the people that we feel valued by and what we call in attachment science attached to. So that would be like a parent and a child, but in many cases in the workplace, it's leader and team. And when that dynamic is felt, and the steps of valuing that we'll get into later, like personality science, emotional science, and value science are lived out, then the following becomes very natural. In fact, there are brain regions in our mind. The anterior cingulate is a brain region that lights up when we are doing things that are accepted by the team. And when all those norms within our teams are how we value each other, then that reinforces it, that part of the brain. And then there's the dorsal cingulate that reinforces you've violated a norm within your group. So it's very important that the brain keeps track of these things. And we'll see that it's actually powered by our friend serotonin that we learned about last time. Serotonin is actually the powerful force that illuminates these brain regions and helps us to figure out where we stand in our social circles. Are we valued within those social circles? And when we are, the serotonin, which we mentioned is high in the leader, will start to affect the levels of serotonin of everyone on the team. And then reciprocates back in a virtuous circle that we've been talking about to the other members of the team. So it's this win-win cycle when you have this level of what we call social affiliation and valuing and connection that's happening. It's not about being a tyrant leader. It's about being a connecting leader, a valuing leader, a socially affiliated leader that starts to create this virtuous circle. And and that circle of valuing each other is powered by serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter and a chemical within the brain that we talked about last time. So that's the science that we see happening in our brains behind this whole cultural current situation, that we're wired as human beings to have cultures and have teams and operate within them in very powerful ways. And when they work well, we thrive as human beings. That's the science behind the cultural current.